Okay, so we should be live now. So hello everybody. This is the 13th of April, and it's a Monday, so it's not a Friday, so it's not unlucky theoretically. This is yet another SUMO Community meeting, the first one after the Easter break. So we're kind of in low numbers anyway, because there's still people celebrating Easter and other dates and whatnot. But we're here, and we're super happy to see you, or to actually talk to you. I did paste this into the IRC channel, and Heather is down there. So hello, Heather. We are live, and we shall. Oh yeah, I'm getting pinged all over the place. Oh, and there's beeping. Sorry, guys.
Hope it's not your place burning up or anything, because that sounds like a fire detector.
It's like a scene in Citizen 4 where they have this fire alarm in the hotel, and like, wait a minute, what's going on? So anyway, no, in fact, there's nothing on fire. I'm not on fire. Nobody's on fire. Anyway, yeah. Back to the agenda right now. That was a bit exciting, I have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the pleasure of introducing Mark to the team. Mark, the floor is yours. Do tell us a bit about yourself, please.
Yes, I'm Mark. I'm starting as the Firefox community support lead, so I'll be taking over some of the things that haven't really had a single owner that have to do with like keeping the community updated on what the coming issues are in development, what's in development, where we're at with new features, and just generally helping out. So I come from 7 years of doing similar stuff at startups mostly, and now I'm here.
So desktop. Mark equals desktop.
Desktop Firefox. Yep.
Yay.
Welcome to the team, Mark.
Yeah,
thank you.
This means I'm not the youngest one anymore. Yay!
Welcome to the community. What? Mikhail's the oldest because he's
I think you're grown up. So Mark, welcome anybody on the channel. Say hello to Mark. If you want to catch him online, I think he's Mark SC there. So just you can say hello and whatnot. And yeah, that's it. I mean, Mark's going to be with us now, and we're going to totally kick butt, and it's going to be amazing. Hooray. We really waited for you, so we're really happy you're here. And you kind of sneaked in last week, but now you're officially here. So that's really, really cool. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being there. Okay, and that's not the final cool thing that we're going to have today. I mean, we're just, you know, it was Easter, bunnies and whatnot, and now we have loads of surprises. Kadir, I believe, may have something really cool related to Buddy App to show us.
Buddy App!
Yes, that is true. Let me start the demo.
Demo time. Do we have a demo dance? Like,
you should have a demo song, right?
I don't know.
Remember to dance.
Okay.
Next time we should all have signs like with single letters saying D-E-M-O and then like kind of coordinate them. Just saying.
Okay. Apparently there's supposed to be audio on this. I'll just be narrating this.
Like National Geographic now, or Sir Richard Attenborough, right? Or David Attenborough? I don't remember what his name, but yeah.
All right. Sharing my screen now. Oh, I actually only have to share the browser window.
What? You're going to do a YouTube video? Oh.
All right. So this is a demo, and I'm going to narrate it. It's easier this way because otherwise with demos there's so much stuff that can go wrong. So this is pre-recorded. But it's essentially the same thing that we did at the platform meeting last week for those who have seen that. So Buddy App is an app with which you can ask questions on the Firefox OS device. The only thing you have to do is just like start the app, start typing, and you don't have to sign up for anything, and your questions go into the SUMO support forum. So here it is. Like, this is what the first page looks like. You start the app. You can ask a question or you can answer a question. Here the person is asking a question, and you just write your message or whatever you want to ask, and we perform a search while you are typing. So maybe there is already something in the KB or in one of the questions that have been answered before. So you could just go in there and read one of the articles. I think here it's the top one. Yep. So we have access to the full KB. This is not offline, by the way. This is online. So no offline access yet. But KB articles and questions. So you can also go ahead and just click that button to ask a question. So now it's asked. You go out of the app. You have asked a question, and now somebody has to answer you. So you can do whatever you want, and you get a message if somebody answers. You don't have to go into your emails or anything. So you get the message. You can bring that up again. There. And if you click that notification, then you're right back in the app. And you can say thank you, for example. And as you've seen, you don't have to sign up for anything. You can just go in there and ask a question, and we are still able to contact you afterwards. And if you mark this as solved, we will show this thread to people who type their questions afterwards. So we are reusing content here again. And again, this is in the support forum, so you have access to that from your computer as well. It's the normal Firefox REST forums. If you want to answer questions, you have to sign up, so you can have a look at the questions if you're curious. And then if you want to actually answer a question, you have to sign in to reply. This is normal SUMO account, so if you already have an account, you can reuse it here. If you don't have an account yet, you can create an account from the app. It's pretty straightforward. And once that is done,
silly question, which is probably a dumb question. Will this work on Firefox for Android as a web app?
No, so not yet. This is actually using APIs that are not available on Firefox for Android yet.
Right,
but
sorry,
hopefully,
I forgot about the APIs.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, when you are the person who is answering questions, if the helpee is replying, you get a message about that, so you can go in there right away and answer their question or follow up with another thing that they could check. So you can filter the questions based on your device and based on your I'm getting all these calls, sorry. Based on your device, based on your locale. And then we have top helpers there that we list every week. So you can see the top helpers of the week as well. Get some recognition as that. So this was a quick demo of the Buddy Up app that is currently in the marketplace. Is going to be available to download from, I think, in 2 weeks. If you already know the URL, you can already go in there and get it. But for the general public, we want to improve a few things, and then we will make that available to them as well. All right. Any questions? I'm really excited about this. This is the first time that we allow people to ask questions without signing up, and then we can reach them instantly without having them to check their email address or anything. So this is pretty cool. Hopefully we can do something like this on other platforms as well. It's a way more user-friendly way of letting people ask questions. So yeah.
Right, and it's not rocket science to port this to Android.
That is true.
Or desktop, right? So
absolutely. And hopefully you will be able to do some of this at least rather soon.
Okay, this looks really cool. Do we have any questions about that from anywhere? I'm just going to check on the channel if anybody's got questions.
Are we able to get like data access to that?
Sorry, are we able to get what access?
Am I able to get access to that, or are people generally able to get access to that if they want to? So like I searched, or I clicked the link, somebody had it somewhere, and it gives me like a blank page on the marketplace.
I can give you a link to that. So right
Okay.
now it is in the marketplace and it is reviewed, but it is not listed, which means that
Right.
you have to have the link.
Maybe I have
if
the
you
wrong
want
link.
to.
Oh.
Just a second.
I do have a Firefox phone now. So, I'll play with.
All right. Marketplace. Okay, I'm putting this on the agenda. I'm not sure where we had that. Is this in a roundtable section?
You can
I'm
add it
just
there.
going to put it into roundtable section.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, if you follow that link on your device, like this only works on the Firefox OS device. So if you follow that link on the Firefox OS device, you should be able to install it. If you just click on it on your computer, you will see the marketplace page. But if you follow it on your actual device, then you should be able to download it. You have to keep in mind this is only for Firefox OS 2.0 at the moment. So it might make sense to use the simulator to check this out if you don't have a Firefox OS 2.0 device. But in the next few weeks, we will make this available to 1.3, I think 1.4 as well. So it should work. It should be should work on other devices by then. But right now, it's not listed for some of those reasons. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can just get it from the marketplace. Everybody else is going to get it within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Very cool.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kadir, for. Oh.
Sure thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Sure. Just had a bit of a delay here. So we move over to the development update then, right? Yes. Let's do that.
All right. So that's me too. You have the link to the Etherpad there, to the Earnest page there that describes everything that we are going to do in this, or that we are doing in this sprint, which actually ends tomorrow. So we've been working on the community metrics implementation, finalizing the user stories that we didn't get to in the last quarter, and we've been working on a lot of 25% items. So I listed a few of them here, but you can see the rest of them if you follow that link. And there is also a link for the plan for this quarter. So tomorrow we are going to work on, starting tomorrow, we're going to work on Buddy Up for desktop implementation and iOS readiness, everything that's necessary for that. So if you follow that link, you will see what's up for the next few sprints. And of course, we will keep working on 25% items, taking from the top of the list for every champion as much as we can.
Okay, great. Thank you for that, Kadir. And we're moving on. So now the section that comes next is the Firefox desktop update. So Mark, take it away.
Yeah, so I'm working on getting the exact bug numbers, but there's two things that happened since the release last week. In the 37 release, there was insecure TLS fallback was enabled, which doesn't affect most websites that are running in North America, but unfortunately lots of other places are still using what we now consider an insecure version of TLS only, and so those sites won't even load currently, and so we're looking into fixing that so that the sites do load, but they maybe get an error, because right now some people just can't access their banking sites and things like that with Firefox. And another thing that happened was opportunistic encryption, which is the ability to encrypt some non-HTTPS sites, was enabled in 3700, but there were some issues with it, and so it was there was a hotfix release 3701 which undid that. So just some things to be aware of.
Perfect. Thank you very much for these updates, Mark. If you have any questions, people, about these updates and the incoming things for Firefox Desktop, you have to go and ask Mark because he's there for you now. Roland, Firefox OS.
No, Ralph.
Ah, Ralph. Sorry. It's almost the same.
R.
Hey, Ralph.
That's close. um,
It's Monday.
so, for last week, for week 15 of the year, up until April 10th, there were 28 questions in the support forums. 14 of those are related to a marketplace issue. So it turns out that there was a bug with the marketplace where any users with version 1.1 of Firefox OS, which is a lot of users, most of the users in Brazil, a lot of the users in Colombia, anybody with the LG device also, they were not able to load the marketplace. It just kept loading. So the marketplace team was contacted, issue resolved, and it should be working now. I just tested it on the LG device, and it's working again. And that's the bug link if anybody's interested in taking a look at it. Other than that, it was just one-off issues. That was really the one big thing that happened last week. And yeah, and that's it in the Firefox OS world.
Okay, any questions for Ralph? Okay, let's move on. And now it's rolling Firefox OS. There we go. Oh, sorry, Firefox Android. Jeez, my Etherpad is lagging. Sorry.
As a child of the 80s, I have to say, big in Japan, and you're big in Japan, is request desktop bug 1151469. And so we will release, I think today or tomorrow, possibly a little later, Firefox 3702. And I think it will also have the desktop issues that Mark just mentioned, or at least the ones that overlap with Android. Joni and I are working on English language articles for Alphaville for Firefox 38. And as you can see, it is about reading list sync, which is the same feature that we will have for Firefox 38 and other platforms. I also linked to our spreadsheet, which is quite tediously but necessarily documents every single update that we need to do for Android as well as the other products, desktop, and I'm not sure about Firefox for OS. So that's it. Questions? Before I move on to Firefox for iOS. Okay, Firefox for iOS, we are on track for release in first half of 2015. I am not allowed to tell you any further. On track is not a promise. It's ready when it's ready, etc., etc. The code is public. The product localizers are localizing product. Oh, I should put that in there. Product is localizing product, but no. Joni and Madalena and the rest of the Firefox for iOS User Success Council are getting support ready for the glorious first half 2015 launch. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, we can't have any questions because it's super duper secret, so that's fine.
Oh, it's not secret. The code is public. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely.
We're just using a small group because we don't have a bill to give to volunteers because...
Precisely.
Silliness. No, because... Oh, this is being recorded. Not silliness, because some folks have decided that until we have a more stable product, we should give it to volunteers, which I don't 100% agree with. Thunderbird. So there will be a major release of Thunderbird, not Firefox, 38 on May the 12th. And I've had various feelers from various people saying they can help out, so I think it's for reals now. We'd like to get the English language documentation done by the end of April, and then give the localizers 2 weeks. They don't need a lot of time. They're super fast. Right, Tonis? So I'm looking for replacements for me because I'm leaving on May 12th, Thunderbird. So my replacements would be an English language KB article editor, so basically a mini Joni. And this has to be one person. An L10N coordinator and a forum lead. I have the usual suspects. Tonis, Matt, Harris, and some Italians or Spanish or somebody like that. So if people don't volunteer, I'm going to ask people to volunteer. That's it about Thunderbird.
Okay, thank you, Roland, and we're moving onwards towards community, hopping from metrics. And just to let you know what's going on that side, we're discussing the community presence in Africa and some projects around SUMO community and regional initiatives with different groups of Mozillians in different areas in Africa. William Queviget, he's the main person for that, kind of coordinating the whole project, so there will be probably more news about it soon, but for now we had two very cool meetings, and I'm not giving you any details yet just because we're not 100% sure that this is going to be the final way of doing things, but stay tuned. This week we're going to meet with, hopefully with Madalena and Hermina and William and myself, and we're going to discuss the details and give you more on that next week. Moving onwards, the knowledge base. So Joni, I dropped a line there just so that people know, so maybe I'm just going to deliver that very quickly. We are going to add the SUMO KB days, aside from the regular SUMO days for the forums. The SUMO KB days are going to be about working on the English content and improving it and making sure we don't have any unreviewed content there, or that everything is actually totally up to date. We're still planning this as an initiative. There is a link to a template that we're putting together, and it's kind of potential options and potential ways of doing this. If you have any feedback or if you have ideas, do let us know. You can drop your notes in the Etherpad as well. Please do it at the bottom and comment on this with your name if you have any ideas. We're really eager to hear from you, and we're going to be rolling it out soon as long as we synchronize it with Madalena's SUMO days for the forums so we don't collide too often. And now I'm giving it over to Joni.
So hey everyone, so for this quarter we're planning some redesigns for the article page and also mobile pages. So I posted about this in the KB forums, and I also posted some links to the Trello boards. So yeah, if you have any ideas for user stories, or if you're interested in UX design and you want to work with me on working on these user stories, please let me know. And that's it for me.
Any questions about that part or comments, very quick ones? Or? Okay, so we're moving on to Elton. Thanks to everybody who realized that there's something amiss with one of the most recent migrations of the UI strings from Verbatim into actually Kitsune, and we are going to have this fixed this week. Don't worry about it, but thank you once again to everybody who noticed. So there was Underpass, there was Marco, there were many other people pinging me as well about it, so thank you. Keep your eyes peeled.
The topics not showing up localized?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, we had a bit of a glitch with the database, and it's getting resolved. So it's going to be fine. Like, nothing major happened. It's just those glitches may happen from time to time. Let's not worry about it too much. But as I said, the community is always aware of things, and that's the most important part. So thanks to everybody who was watchful. And since Kadir mentioned that the sprint is finishing this week, what I'm going to push for in the coming days, we have a few outstanding issues for RTL. And since Arabic is going to be a focus for Elton in the coming weeks, there are small issues, and we can only squeeze them into the 25%, but as much as possible, there's 3 issues that I marked for possible resolution, so we're going to try and push for these to get them done. Does anybody have any questions?
So R2L, right to left, works in Firefox products? Our products?
Oh, do you mean, so, sorry.
So the functionality works in our products. What we're worried about here is the functionality of right to left in our SUMO, in Kitsune, not in the Firefox products.
Precisely, right? Yes. This is totally. I mean, whenever it's under the LTN heading, I've no authority and or a goal to speak actually about Firefox, the product, because I wouldn't know. If Mark puts it there,
you never know. There could be like a few glitches left. Okay.
So if Mark puts it there, then it's probably totally about Firefox. If I put it there, it's just about the website's not looking properly for, let's say, Arabic uses or any other RTL languages displayed. Okay. For the support forum, just a heads up to everybody, it's already mentioned there as well, but Madalena's actually out today, so we don't have any big updates. She's going to be back on Thursday, and we're going to tackle, as I already said, we're going to tackle African presence, and we're also going to talk about SUMO days and SUMO KB days. So that's going to be on the agenda for us. We don't have any decisions and action items after today, unless, well, I mean, you should totally say hi to Mark again, just to make him feel really welcome officially. And do download the Buddy Up application for desktop and give it a try. I mean, it's not trivial, but you can totally do it because you're all super smart. So we believe in you. Does anybody have any last minute updates, quotes, things to say? Okay, so with that, I'm going to bid you all farewell and wish you a very good week, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget that there's a platform meeting on Thursday. You will be reminded about it as well. Cool. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good Monday.
Bye.
Take care.